How you feeling?
Better. Feeling better.
Playing a game, you gotta give me 2 days.
Yeah, I don't control the weather,
Are we ready?
so whatever we got to play in. Strap up.
And it's gonna be nice to sleep.
Put your extra sleeves on. Wear your leggings. Whatever you got to do, but you can't be worried about that. You got an opponent ahead, and we got to go 1-0.
Is that one of those games you hope the offense goes on a nice 14, 16 play drive, chew up about something, and it's like Buddy the Elf?
I want to go out there and make plays. I don't care how cold it is. Whether my fingers hurt or toes cold, whatever it is. We go out there to play the game that we love.
Do you have to get your strength back after not feeling well the past couple of days?
It'll come back. Hopefully the sun comes out and I can get some rays on me. I'll be good.
I know we talk about the other team running the ball every week, but if it's a game where they run it a bunch because of the cold, is that something you guys are ready for, and how do you prepare for that?
Yeah, we're ready for it. They're expecting the same thing. It's just a victims of circumstance in this case. So, both teams are going to be dealing with it, and I think we're both prepared to do what we have to play that kind of game. If we get a lead, they won't have a choice, even with the conditions.
Myles, does a cold day, does it favor the offensive tackle and defensive end in passing situations, or is that not a factor?
I guess it depends. Sometimes when you get off the ball quick, you end up slipping, and if you're able to get a good, get off and get on their guy's chin, he's gonna fall on his ass or he's gonna slip. So it just really depends on who gets the good jump initially.
Myles, last 4 games, you guys have been really good at closing games out. Fourth quarter, it seems like, especially last week. What is it about this defense over the last 4 weeks that you guys have gotten to be such good closers in that regard?
Takeaways early on, and playing with that edge. Once you have that little confidence booster, you see that you're playing complementary with the offense. They're going down, they're scoring points and putting points on the board, and you're going back and forth. It's a natural rhythm that you become accustomed to, and it's easier to go down there and make stops, knowing that they're going to go down and make a big play.
So what do you feel about making
It feels good. I'm never going to take it for granted. I don't care how many times I'm in it. So, I know Joel has more than me. And I know he's just as grateful or more, because all that work, you're just glad that people take it, pay attention to it and really take it to heart, because at the end of the day, it's not guaranteed. You might get injured one year, you might not make it. There's some guys that feel like got snubbed on other teams, and you just never know. So you just be grateful for the privilege to play in the Pro Bowl, because it doesn't come around often for a lot of guys.
keep stacking polls like this, continue to have these great seasons, ultimately Hall of Fame is what it usually leads to? Do you feel like you're on that track at this point?
Well, in my opinion, I probably should have 5, but it is what it is. But that is definitely the route I think I'm headed if I can continue, the pace that I'm on and things that I'm doing. And I'm not saying I'm there yet. I definitely don't have a gold jacket career at the moment. But if I continue what I'm doing, pick up the pace, and keep on, continue to lead and be a good teammate, I think that could be in my future. But I have a long way to go.
Is it going to be strange with this Pro Bowl not actually playing a game? Do you like that idea, or what?
What are we supposed to be doing? I need someone to explain that to me, because I don't know if we're doing a little dodgeball, if we're doing a little push the weight, doing military training out there. They got a little obstacle course and whatever. When I first started, it was like, okay, you can hit guys, but just not too hard. In that last game, it was like I saw someone get down by 2-hand touch. So I'm not sure where we're going with that. Maybe it'll come back in the future, but I'm not sure how it's gonna go or how I'll react to it. I guess I'll see when I get there.
It's going to be like a flag football game. That's good.
That's great for skill guys and quarterbacks and all that, but us D-linemen, we get a little bit left out if it's flag football.
What do you think about Taysom Hill runner, and then the threat of he might throw it every once in a while.
I mean, we got a big dual threat quarterback in our division here, so he's probably right at home with our comfortability. But he is a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, being able to run between the tackles a little bit more aggressively. And I mean, a guy can make throws with the arm. He is very talented. He's very athletic. But I think we have what it takes, just being able to see those guys twice a year, seeing the Huntleys, seeing the Lamars, and even guys like Pickett, who we'll see soon enough, is similar to Taysom. So I think we have what it takes to put a good display on.
With Jarvis coming back, just what did Jarvis mean to this locker room in terms of helping turn things around and change the culture?
I think he was an outstanding leader. I think he was a great teammate, a wonderful friend, and was unfortunate to see him go. I wasn't happy to see that, but glad to see him back in the building for any reason. I mean, he meant a lot towards the culture, especially on the offensive side of the ball, playing with a swagger and attitude, and always about his business. And it just, you could always tell that it meant a lot to him, and he tried to instill that in others. So, I think that goes around the whole organization when you have a guy like that.
How important is it to end the home season on a good note?
Man. It's just good to end the season on a good note, whether it's home or away. You want to end up 1-0. So, I mean, that's our goal, no matter where we are.
How much more, you mentioned Lamar, seeing Lamar 2 times a year, how much more, since you've come into the league, have quarterbacks kind of being a +1 in the run game become more and more commonplace from where it was, your rookie season early in your career?
And it seems like everyone's trying to find someone who can do both, and that's where the game's going. And you just have to be able to prepare for it. You have some guys who are a little bit different, like Kyler and Lamar, and you have the bigger guys like Josh and Taysom, and you still have your pocket passers, but it seems like they're becoming a dying breed. So it's really becoming like a really multi-layered backfield on what everyone can do, and the threats that you could face from week to week with who's back there. And then you have like multiple guys like Taysom who's not the starter but could come in. So seeing all those different threats, you have to be able to make a game plan for each and every one of them and study all of them and give them each the appropriate respect.
You guys, now you have found a guy that can do both. So how exciting is that to think about? You have one of those guys.
We do have one of those guys who can do it at a high level, and I mean it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch on the other side, even when you're on the sideline, when you watch on TV. It's nice to appreciate a guy doing it at such a high level and playing so well. But it's also exciting to be able to attack and take away a guy like that, to impose your will on an offense who's being led by someone who has that level of talent.